quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. The Bills at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen now on first down. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay.
Singletary loses it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Hey, hold.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got this complete, finding Cook on the crossing route. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Berrios. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. And Oliver able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Uncorks one for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the...
Ball has it knocked loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's in. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the... And now here is another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Jets 21, Bills 2.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Jets 28, Bills 2.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And so far, in terms of putting points on the scoreboard, it's been defense 2, offense nothing. But they'll have a chance to put together a first scoring drive this go-around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jermaine Johnson
able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Allen off the play fake. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Alert.
Now Allen. Crowder's got it over the middle.
And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
To the air. Allen steps away. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struck. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's a quarterback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
And now here is another interception. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9. Allen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. To about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again with Hall. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy.